Well, good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Weekend Roundup.
A quieter edition.
A little
probably.
bit quieter. Yeah. But anyway, it's just three of us doing things.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, you want to get into things going on?
Sure, yeah. The men's Acts was last weekend. It went really well. I think we had 8 men who were on retreat and then a full team supporting them. And then Saints Peter and Paul was also last night. So the works of Incarnate Word continue even through these summer months.
Yeah. And Deacon Rob, you want to maybe talk about what Life Teen's doing over the course of the next week or so?
Yeah, so I believe tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.
Woof.
They are leaving for their Nicaragua mission trip.
Mm-hmm. Are you going with them?
I am not.
Oh, okay. All right.
I figured I'd stay here and help the parish. And,
Thank you.
Help run Sunday and everything. But yeah, I think this is the first time they've been in a while. I think 2019.
COVID and everything.
With COVID and everything. I think this is their 14th trip overall.
Wow.
So Dan's been putting this on for quite a while, and it's been really fruitful.
Yeah, so they'll be going to the rural village of San Benito. They'll be gone for a week or so. But yeah, it's through an organization called Amigos for Christ that helps provide infrastructure, services again, such as plumbing,
running
clean water, a lot of just some of the basics again that we so take for granted here in the United States. Provides those infrastructure services to rural Nicaragua, and so. Our teens, I think he said there's going to be 47 people going down there. A lot of people also, it's their first time going, again, because it's been a few years since they've been because of COVID. We're really, really excited for them. Keep them in your prayers for their safety and just for a good and successful trip. They're able to accomplish a lot and experience our Lord's love throughout that. So,
and I believe Dan will actually be talking about the trip at his next encounter.
Yeah.
So I think that's
probably
August 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah.
He's going to be talking about the trip and everything they did, pictures and everything.
Makes sense. And we're hoping to have. I told Dan to make a little video for us over the course of at least the early part of their time there. But we'll hopefully have even a video update for you in next week's Weekend Roundup. I can splice it together and make it happen. So
wonderful. Well, this weekend, Dr. Nicholas Maxwell will be speaking to us as a visiting missionary for a hospital that we are helping as part of our missionary support. So he'll speak before all the masses this weekend. So get here a little bit early if you can.
Yeah.
So you can hear how his work and the work of that organization is sort of being the hands and feet of Christ in Africa.
Yeah. We've also got a young family holy half hour this coming Thursday, July 27th. It'll be adoration in the church from 6 to 6:30. And then a visit together in the back patio afterwards. You can get in contact with Michael and Jenna Schonhoff for more information. But just another awesome little event we have for our families with young kids. There should be no shame with little ones running around in a time such as that. It's holy half hour. It's lovable chaos, and our Lord loves that.
Yeah.
So.
As the Lord said, let the children come to me.
Exactly.
I'll actually be doing that holy half hour.
Awesome.
And I'm looking forward to all the kids running around and everything. So I encourage you.
Hopefully you won't be one of them.
Well,
no promises.
Yeah, you can get away with it. Something like that.
And then we had a good number of baptisms last weekend. Joanna Louise Hendricks, son of, I don't know if that's right, son of Matthew and Kimberly. Harper May Klippel, daughter of Travis and Nicole. Evelyn Marie Rutledge, daughter of Baron and Ann. William Mark Neville, son of Jamie and Catherine. Lynn Catherine Braun, daughter of Alex and Molly. And Matthias Francis Bull, son of David and Stacy.
Yeah, a lot of awesome people getting baptized. Sanctifying grace. It's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
We also want to pray for the repose of the soul of Lorraine Schneider, cousin of Teresa Lunt, and Susan Bippen, sister-in-law of Peggy Benton. So for them, for their families, of course, we offer our condolences and our prayers. All right, this weekend, continuing with sort of farming theme with the readings, Deacon Lawson will be preaching for me. You are?
Yes.
Okay, good, because I haven't written anything yet. I wasn't planning on it. We need to write a very quick homily today or tomorrow. Farming stuff.
Okay, good.
Do anything with that, or?
This is one of those hard weekends because there's just so much in the gospel
Yeah.
That I'm struggling narrowing it down to one because there's like 3 or 4 parables that Christ uses in our gospel.
Yeah, there's a few like little bitty ones
Yeah.
that are part of it.
And then our first reading and our second reading are just wonderful as well. The Spirit groaning with intentions on our behalf. And so I'm trying to narrow it down, sort of cut some things away. So you'll have to wait and see what I finish with.
Yeah. Well, I think Alan Jackson, if you listen to country, he said it's all right to be a little bitty. That was one of his songs.
I've never been a country music fan.
Little bitty like a mustard seed?
Something like that.
I've never been a good country music fan, so I trust that's what he said.
It is. I trust that's literally what he said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to talk, there's just in that one parable, I used to work on a farm, so a lot of it is, you're like, that's right. But the weed that Jesus is talking about was called the bearded darnel, and it was literally impossible to tell the difference between wheat and the bearded darnel until they were both full grown. And just kind of reflecting on God's patience, because sometimes we think we know what the weeds are in the church, in the world, sometimes maybe even in our own life, and we don't. And to attack those things or to rip them out would destroy the good. The other mistake I think sometimes we make is almost classifying people as either, you're completely wheat or you're completely weed. And we're both, in parts of our lives there might be great harvest waiting, and other parts where it's just really a mess. So I'm just going to kind of walk through some of those little details of the parable with my own experience of working on a farm. And, just for us maybe to emulate God's patience with ourselves, but also with other people, and see the wisdom in God sort of waiting for both to come fully to term.
Yeah, I remember a few years ago preaching on this idea. One of my good friends, one of my best friends actually, in my first year of seminary, we got into a bad prank war with each other. And like, at one point he banged on my door and threatened to like go to the rector of the college and, or whatnot. Like
joking, not joking kind of
joking,
thing?
not joking. But like, there's a part of me that like if I was really not in a good place, I could have written him off in that moment. He could have written me off too. I mean, we enjoyed pranking each other, and there were some very good pranks. But like, I realized like, that there was almost a little bit of fragility there. That like, it could have been very easy to write that person off. Now he's one of my closest friends. We don't prank each other as much anymore. We're a little bit of distance, but he's a good priest out in St. Charles, and he's one of my closest friends. So we just to have that patience of not writing off people. I think that's a very, very easy thing to do nowadays. Just write someone off, and then everything that they say or do is just it's just weeds. Whereas like even broken clocks can be right twice a day, and even people that struggle with sin are capable of giving us truth and giving us goodness.
And I think of that, tomorrow's the feast of Mary Magdalene.
Yeah, my goodness.
It would have been easy for people to say she's a lost cause, and yet she becomes a apostle to the apostles and one of the great figures of our church. So anyway, just kind of pull all that mess together for you all to... And since we are just two priests this weekend, you'll get a lot of
the two of us. Yeah.
So,
or the two of them as far as preaching is concerned.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be sitting up there, drinking my Coke Zero and just enjoying life while you guys are preaching for me. It'll be great. My day will come next weekend, though. I got a few masses next weekend. So. Well, anyway, folks, we hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you have a great weekend. If you're taking a vacation, hope you enjoy it. Hope you're able to make it to Mass, because we never take a vacation from our Catholic faith. Summer's moving right along. It'll be school here before you know it.
Yeah. God bless.
Get excited. God bless.